Bronwyn is a pathological manipulator, an absolute danger to everybody she comes in contact with. 4 or 5 months after Bella was born, I received a phone call from several of my friends telling me to check my social media. There was a picture of a baby on there. Bronwyn was stating, "Brett, this is your child." I got a hold of Bronwyn immediately. Went over there, took a DNA test. I took 4 tests in total. It wasn't until the 4th one, when my daughter was 3 years old, that I found out I indeed was a father. Bronwyn said we had made a beautiful child together. It was cool. There was no problem at all. I kept asking her to see my daughter. She kept giving me excuse after excuse. After weeks of talking, she just quit talking to me, just disappeared. I found out that she had moved out of state and she was intentionally keeping my daughter's whereabouts from me. I had received a picture of my daughter with a swollen face, and it was more than concerning. I knew the only way I would have any custody was by going to court. Since Bronwyn denied numerous subpoenas and actively lied to law enforcement, Bronwyn didn't seem to care. Justin was denying the subpoenas. The state had no choice but to give me sole custody. In my eyes, Justin was a criminal. He actively participated in child kidnapping, and Bronwyn made it clear that he didn't care. The first time I met my daughter was with a half-dozen sheriffs. Bronwyn is crying hysterically. She didn't tell Bella who I was. She didn't tell us any information about Bella.
Here's her number so in case she wants to call.
She didn't tell us anything to comfort her, nothing. I was all of a sudden a full-time father.
Hi, sweetie. I know you don't know me, but I promise you will.
I couldn't believe the most terrifying moment of my life was made by a 4-year-old child.
Okay, Brett, you've been listening to everything that's been said so far, correct?
Yes.
Let me give you an opportunity to respond to anything you want to respond to before we go forward.
Sure.
Did you rape Bronwyn?
Absolutely not. Bronwyn and I had sex for several times throughout the year of 2012. And people knew that we were talking to each other. She had told everybody for years I was the father. That I still have witnesses from the night at my house that remember her being there, and have witnesses that remember her posting on my social media that the child was mine, before even knowing that they could have been mine.
Is that true?
I don't recall ever posting to his social media.
Did you tell people that he was the father before April of 2016?
I was trying to get a hold of him to find out what had happened with the DNA test results. And I thought the only way to get them was to say, hey, this is your daughter, and for him to give me the DNA test that he walked out with and never gave back.
So you just declared that he was the father before you knew it?
Yes.
And that was just to manipulate him into responding?
It was to try to get the DNA test results that he walked out with that he never returned.
So that would be a yes?
I mean,
I wouldn't affirm that language. I think
What?
that's, I wouldn't affirm that language. I don't think that that's what the case would be. I mean, that's.
I mean, it wasn't a manipulation.
Well,
it
it
was,
sounds to me like that's exactly what it is. I'm not saying that it was a bad strategy. I'm just saying that's what it was. If he wasn't responding, that you declared that he was the father so he could either come prove it up, yes or no.
It's just an extremely high probability. So she was interacting with it in that manner. You know?
I mean, I just wanted the DNA test results, and I just thought it would be a way to get them. So I
Well,
guess
you
the answer would be...
You posted it up, you either knew he was the father or you didn't know he was the father and said he was the father when you didn't know whether he was or not. I'm just trying to find out what the situation is here.